Hey there, hi there, Hyde here with another one of those itch.io text-based interactive fiction games. This one has quite the nice aesthetic if I do say so myself. With that in mind, shall we start? Oh, you are sick. Continue. That's a weird movie, you think to yourself. Self, that's a weird movie. But it's no weirder than talking to yourself. Son, are you there? Watching a strange movie from a computer on your bedroom. You hear Mom calling. She sounded weird. Well, what, I assume teenager hasn't had something like this happen, right? We're just gonna see what's going on here. There's our mother. As you can see, she looks pretty unholy in this lighting, as does the room itself. Looking a bit like we're in the Matrix, huh? You find your mom. She looks a bit disturbed. If you can see disturbed from this, as opposed to, like, she looks disturbing. Yeah, to me she looks disturbing as opposed to disturbed. But maybe I'm just not reading the pixels well enough. Son, our cow has finally had her baby, she said. That's great news. Congratulations, birthing a calf is pretty difficult. I've been there, when it goes wrong. And it's never pretty, I can tell you that much. Great time dissecting them, though. That's so nice, Mom, you say as you reach the door. While you're going out, she says, there's something wrong with her baby. Your dad's taking care of it. How do you mean, like, taking care of it? Like, I've seen calves come out with, like, the umbilical cord wrapped around their necks and, like, strangulated and blue. That's pretty weird. That's not great. That's wrong, you would say. Yeah. Yeah, there are a lot of things you have to worry about when a cow is having a calf. But, what do you mean by taking care of it? I don't really like that phrasing. Well, I'm sure it's fine. We don't need to ask what's wrong. Hey, Paul. How's it going? You look, nice and faceless today. As you open... Oh my god, did you see this? What is this? As you open the barn door, you see your dad. Looks like he's searching for something. What's happening, Dad? Is everything okay? That calf is doomed, son. We need to put it down. It won't last long anyway. Coming from something like this? Are you kidding me? Of course we need to put the mother down, too. Go see the calf. Well, it doesn't look too bad. That kind of looks cute. You see, it has two heads. Oh, I was just seeing this one. But there's also this one. Well, two-headed animals aren't that uncommon. They can live to be pretty old. Yeah. You see a two-headed calf? Your parents were rightly disturbed. At first glance, it is difficult to look at. Isn't that hard? I've been to the Ripley's museums, right? They have plenty of two-headed animals. How rare is that? Oh, that's Father. Father? How rare is that? How rare is that? Your dad asks you. I don't know, maybe 1 in 200 or 300? You replied while looking at the calf. Seems like one of the heads is looking for its mother. The other is looking into oblivion, seeing things not meant for mortals to see. It sees the essential self, the Brahma. It will not be consumed by oblivion. Only you. Yeah, take care of the cow. While you're going towards the supply... It's spelled spelled supplies wrong there. While you're going towards the supplies for the newborn calves... Well, it's just the one calf, really. Is it? Oh, I don't know. Like, it has one body. Do we go with how many, like, brains it has? Is a person a sentient brain? I don't know how I feel about this. Okay, well, we'll go for brains. Yeah. Each brain constitutes a single person. So that means that this is 2 cows in one body. Gotcha. As long as we're standardizing things, it's fine. Your dad stops you. It's not worth keeping the calf alive. We won't use our supplies on this calf. It'll die anyway. Okay, so our father obviously has a different standardization for how many calves we have, right? We, as the educated new generation, have deemed this 2 calves, and the older generation has traditionally called it 1. Yeah, I think that's what's going on here. There's a generational divide between numbers, like new math. Yeah, like Common Core math versus actual math. Yeah. Do we want to keep this thing alive? Its tortured existence will only be a mockery towards... no, that's too dark, Hyde. That's too dark. I don't think it's so bad, right? Like, it could probably live. But I have seen calves put down for less. Tell you what, Dad. Maybe the old ways are right. Dropping the supplies, you gave this doomed creature a last look. The cost of its abnormality is its own life. That's it? No fight? No demon cow? Oh, that's just dark. It was put down for being different. Now I feel terrible. Yeah. Like, it would have had a really difficult existence as a calf. If it were human, would I have felt differently? Probably. Maybe. Maybe I would have hesitated less. That's a Jekyll joke, not a Hyde joke. But the sins must have been cleansed. Too early, Ed. Too early. It's not your time yet. Go back. Tell you what, let's redo this and just see where the other option takes us. Ask what's wrong. You ask her what's wrong and she replies it has some kind of deformation. Well, we already saw that, yeah. Feel scared about what you're going to see in there. Did we get the screen last time? I don't think so. That really is a terrifying cow face. I think that's a cow face. Everything okay? Go see the calf. Okay. So we're gonna convince dear old Pops here. You can convince your father to keep the calf alive. Now we're the ones who have the generational divide between ourselves and our past life selves. Yeah, the timeline selves from last time, they agreed that this would be 2 calves. And now we're going with the old ways. Right, because our decision to agree with the old ways with the old man and take care of the calf, wink wink nudge nudge, has gotten us here. So that cause has made this effect. Even though it is no longer canon to this timeline, yeah, that event has affected us. There was that game about, like, killing a princess. Very much like that, where your past iterations affect the future ones. Very interesting effects. Yeah, dependent origination might be the best way of doing that. From now on, you'll bear full responsibility for the life of this little being. I don't know if I like that. It is kind of adorable, though, right? Like, just because it has 2 heads doesn't mean it's not a cute calf. After taking all the necessary care that newborn calves require, it's time to go to sleep. You better not kill me in my sleep, you little demon spawn. The next morning, you have your coffee and briefly chat with your parents. Hey, Ma. Hey, Pa. I'm gonna go see the demon cow. Go to the barn. Arriving at the barn, you find the calf with its mother. You closely examine this little being. At first glance, it appears to be healthy. Yeah, it looks just as demonic as the other day. The calf appears well and happy so far. After taking care of the calf, you were running late for class. Always check the barn. Like, we can go to school some other time. We're a farm kid. It's expected. that after a calf is born, he might not show up for a couple days. Yeah. So check the barn before leaving. You check the barn one last time before leaving. In the late afternoon, you return from school and go straight to check on the calf. Arriving at the barn, you see it lying next to its mother. It appears weak and has a vacant look in its eyes. Oh no. You quickly go to the house to ask your father for help. Your father accompanies you and assists in administering medication to the calf. What kind of medication you give him, Paul? Son, I believe the calf won't live much longer. Unfortunately, it's too weak, he says. Time passes, and you spend a little more time with the calf. You start feeling tired and hungry. Leave the calf alone and go rest? Oh man, like, are we just gonna let this calf, like, die on its own? It seems so much darker than the last ending, where we just put it out of its misery. Stay with the calf. After spending most of the night with the little calf, you leave it with its mother and head back home, planning to check on it again in the morning. Tomorrow, when the farm boys find this freak of nature, they will wrap his body in newspaper and carry him to the museum. But tonight he is alive, in the north field with his mother. It is a perfect summer evening. The moon rising over the orchard, the wind in the grass. And as he stares into the sky, there are twice as many stars as usual. Two-Headed Calf by Laura Gilpin. Touching. I was expecting this to be some kind of eldritch horror, and instead what we get is a reality about the nature of, well, genetic mutations, deformations, physical abnormalities. I'm sure if we examine our own bodies closely enough, we'd all find at least one physical abnormality. Yeah, at least one. Maybe you have one too many organs, I don't know. If you do, please share one with me. But yeah, it was rather sad. It was a good game. Yeah, very good. I like the aesthetics. Very sad. End. 4 out of 5 cigarettes. Hide out. See you all next time.